Hello everybody. This will be a short video just serving as somewhat of a reminder of what I talked about in a video that I posted about a week or so ago. And it will be entitled, Get Your Cash Out of the Banks. And the reason for this is because the crisis in the financial system is getting closer and closer, and like what a lot of people have been talking about for quite a few years now, um, is getting to the point to where the dollar, your dollars, are just getting closer and closer to the point where they will have no value. And of course, I don't have time on this little short video to go into the whole story of how, like 100 years ago, during the time of like the Great Depression, this could be called a Ponzi scheme was started by the Federal Reserve, and it's taken it 100 years about to actually get to the point where it is now. But what it boils down to is that the dollar back in the day 100 years ago has been continuously losing its value, mostly because the Federal Reserve and the government just keeps printing more and more money, etc., etc. Well, can't go into that, but uh, just most of us, especially in the over 50 crowd, are familiar with how the prices of things have just gone up so much. Like, for example, I remember back in the day, most of us in the over 50 crowd probably remember that you used to be able to buy a bottle of soda for like a quarter. And yeah, try to do that today. No way. And this is, again, because the value of the dollar has been just slowly going down, down, down. And it's actually reached the point now, it's less than 2% of what it was originally. So, in other words, you can buy about 2% of what you could buy back in the day. And it can't just keep going this way forever. Eventually, at one point, it has to just reach, zero, where the dollar is worth nothing. And some people use the analogy that I think I have in the past as well, that it's, if the car, if the economy or the dollar was a car, an automobile heading toward a cliff, it continues, and when it runs off the cliff, the economy is going to crash. The dollar will be worth zero, and no one knows exactly how long it's going to take, for the car to go over the cliff, but it's definitely headed in that direction. It's something that can't be changed. It's just a matter of time, and a lot of things that are going on in the world today show that the car is probably got like two front wheels hanging off the edge of the cliff at this point, and it's getting ready to just go over. And there could be just anything that could just give it that last little push, and over she goes. And we don't want to be in a position to where we have a lot of dollars when that happens. We want to be in a position to where we have assets that are tangible assets that are worth something. And so, personally, I think that precious metals, typically gold and silver, have always been assets, tangible assets that hold value. And a lot of people these days are getting involved in cryptocurrency, if you know anything about that. Personally, I think it's a good investment, but then, I'm not a financial advisor. Do your own research. It's probably not a good idea to even mess with it at all if you're not familiar with it. And then also, personally, I think paid for land. I mean, even just taking your money out of the banks and just trading it in for a whole lot of food, non-perishable foods, or things that will hold value and have some value, especially during a time of crisis. And food is always something that we need just to survive, of course. And anyway, it's not the real purpose of this video. I have posted the videos in the past a couple of years ago. If you look on this same channel, you can see Prepare for the Crisis Food and Water, Prepare for the Crisis Protection. That's another good thing. You know, if society is in a state of disarray, we want to be able to make sure that we can protect ourselves from those who didn't prepare and don't have any food. And then there's also one, Prepare for the Crisis, in regards to finance, where I talk a little bit about some of the stuff. But anyway, the main thing I just wanted to say in this short video is, time is running out, especially because of what I mentioned in the last video, because of what the Vatican is doing. If they're taking all of their money out of banks and drawing it back to basically kind of putting it under their mattress, I guess you could say, then to me that's a good indicator, because they probably know what's going on here. So if nothing else, just get your money out of the banks and bring it home and stick it under your mattress if you can't turn it into something of more tangible asset. So anyway, um, um, that's about all I have to say about that for today. So thank you for watching.